Right. It's funny too. In your face. So let's go deep. Let's go deep, 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 deep. And let's deal with some real. Let's get real murderous. I need you, Jason Voorhees, to come up out that lake. You're taking the screen off because it's gonna be all messed up. I know I'm out of my high speed, but I need y'all to come up out that lake, man. You gotta come up out of that crystal lake and rise up. Always remember, it was a spell cast from the beginning. Everything that was told to you was put in your head. Never had anything to do with what was really going on. It all was put in your head. So, and Donnie just won. And what we got from that is this picture. Picture is very interesting because he's a Muslim and he's over there kicking it with some small hats. Even though I thought we just went through a whole Palestine, Israel war, starving people, killing people, but yet and behold, you over here mad cool with it. I think we need to do a history lesson on who the small hat is. Man, Downey again with a small hat on his head, the yarmulke, whatever. So people don't believe that small hats was involved in the ministry. Thereafter, Edwin Pierce Christie founded Christie's Minstrel, combining the refined singing of the Ethiopian serenade, whatever the hell that even means, when we're not supposed to be from Ethiopia. Or unless they're saying that Ethiopians were doing minstrel shows first, I don't know. But what I do know is that makes no sense. Just like a lot of history they talk doesn't make any sense. So, let's get really good. Let's get really good. Four performers calling themselves the Virginia Minstrels: Frank, Dan, Richard, and William. Sound like white people, and that's fine. I want to show you something that's very interesting to me, and I hope this wakes y'all up to stop messing with that spell. Period. Whether it's Black Hebrew Israelites, Israelis, Jews, I really want you guys to like stop falling victim to that. It's allegory. Nothing's coming for you, and they're using it simply. The format of the minstrel show, usually in two parts, was established by the Christie Company and changed to little, and then changed little thereafter. Hold up. There's a Christie Foundation. Now, people might say, oh, that's not the same one. All right. I'm just letting you know these motherfuckers be talking about helping the homeless and shit. It would sound like a cleanup, right? From all the dirt they Christie Minstrels, and that's what they turned into. Turned in from the foundation to minstrels. were an influential early minstrel show company founded by Edwin P. Christie in the 1842 that originated the typical minstrel show format. Minstrel show refers to racist, serial theater tradition, while the Christie minstrels specifically referred to the company and the modern folk group. Okay, sure it did. I'll show you why we know that's bullshit. Let's keep going. Uh, Christie Foundation is not a known organization. The term likely refers to the Christie's Minstrels, a famous 19th century minstrel troupe founded by Edwin P. Christie. The connection to Jews relates to the multiple or multi-ethnic natural or nature of minstrelsy, which included performers. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean? There's only paleface here, which includes performers and audiences of various backgrounds, including Jewish performers who, along with others, used blackface to assimilate into the white culture and gained social acceptance. According to Cambridge University, ain't that a bit? Ain't that a bitch? The Democrats is giving us this information. They telling us. Okay, you pretty much know founded in 1940 or 1843, blah blah blah. Black people, okay, Jewish involvement. Let's go here. Multi-ethnic audiences and performers. Miss Crossley drew from a variety of American cultural sources, and many Jewish performers joined these tropes. Assimilation. For many Jewish performers, appearing in blackface was a way to if they could be seen as white, helping them gain social acceptance. Hmm. Why is that? Why is that eerie? Why is that eerie as fuck? I told you. I need y'all to wake up out that lake. Why is that eerie? Jewish performers were not just a part of the minstrelsy, but actively shaped it. For example, Neil O'Brien's work with the Knights of Columbus showed how some groups strategically claimed minstrelsy as a part of their cultural history, pushed for assimilation. Hold up, hold up. I think they putting a smut on Knights of Columbus name because they fought against the Ku Klux Klan. Now, do you guys understand the burning building? Do you get it? Excuse me. MLK Rothschild refers to the close friendship between Martin Luther King Jr. and Rabbi Jacob M. Rothschild, rabbi of Atlanta's Hebrew Benabah congregation. I don't know how to say that. They collaborated on civil rights with Rothschild advocating for peaceful integration and helping to organize significant events, such as the integrated banquet honoring King after he received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. Remember what he honored him with? He honored him with the Margaret Sanger Award. That's what he got honored with. Their partnership was so impactful that their synagogue was bombed by white supremacists in 1958, likely in relation of Rothschild's civil rights activism. Sure, it was. Yeah, I'm supposed to believe that. They didn't say anybody died. They said he got bombed. I'm the one with the 4 black girls killed at the church. They didn't say anybody died. Remember, you have to play the game. You have to cloak it. Yeah. So if blacks come out today talking about the Rothschilds and families and all this different stuff. And Martin Luther King is sitting there with his wife in these Rothschilds. And then after this, before he gets clipped, he says, I think I brought my people into a burning building. Why would he say that? Because maybe he found out that Jews participated in the minstrel show. So how can they be your friend? How could they be your friend when, remember, the reason that they did it? By performing blackness, they could be seen as white, helping them gain social acceptance. So what I'm saying is, if Martin Luther King says because look, you fell for the comments trap, it is what it is. But if he says he brought his people into a burning building, and you learn that the Jews, small hats, were participating in the ministry show, and then they award him the Margaret Sanger Award, and he gets picked off, could that be the burning building? Could the civil rights integration only help the small hat? It really didn't help us in the end. That's why everybody else came up except us. Now you got people out there that don't understand the connection between the Klan and the Muslim. The picture in the middle is the first Klan outfit, the original Ku Klux Klan outfit. It has the crescent moon star on it. It has the crescent moon star. There's a reason for that because they had before Ron. They were already around this stuff. We already know about Elzer Willock. We already know about this Moorish information that was already over here before Noble Drew was even born. So we know about this cool secret stuff that they're doing. The reason I'm saying that is because at the end of the day, it makes sense why the Jews and the Muslims click. Because they're really killing Christians at the end of the day. Always remember, you want somebody to believe that the same people that fed Christians to lions in the cathedral will turn around and become Roman Catholics and legitimately have love for Christ and his mom and really believe in that science. You'd be a damn fool to think that because at the end of the day, we already know what Catholicism was doing over here. They're the ones with the exorcists in the book, how they get rid of the demons and all that. They were the ones put on them torches, the concrete. They're both European at the end of the day. Both of them come from Europe. So how does Mandani get involved in it? Because these aren't like he's not a leftist. He's an anti-social Democrat. Like really, he really is. And he's not here to assimilate in your nation. He's here to take it over. The Jews can't be so clean if they're running the porn and they're rubbing Hollywood, which is illusions, and they're running the music industry, which is illusions. It's like if they're doing this illusion stuff, wink, wink, the book. If it's allegory and you guys are fantasied out with it, if they're the ones really doing it, then how can you say they're not part of the cabal, the higher elite, and everything that's going on? When you guys watch war on TV, they said the shit's made up. It's not real. Not saying that real people don't die. Not saying real people ain't sacrificed. I'm saying they're real enemies. It's fake. It's a setup. It's not real. It's not real. So ask yourself a realistic question. What is going on in your nation? Because I know everybody else don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, they know the guys record. They know about all the child molestation, all the multiple murder, you know what I'm saying, and one crime. Is like they know about that. Black people, yeah, they talk about them, they do, but who they following? Who made up the gangster movie, the shoot 'em up, the action flick? It's like who made this stuff up? You want them to praise you. You want them to praise in everything that you do. So they praise your negative. And you act like you don't see that. Come on now. That ain't make any sense. So And all in all, I just want my people to see the connection. It's like there is no war between the Jews and the Muslims. All that shit's made up. The only people that really fought were Christians. They're the only ones who really fought. The Crusades and all that shit, they're the ones who really fought. The Knight Templar is nothing like the Klan. The Klan is a wannabe. He's not the one who fought on the side of Christianity. And Christians would not side with the Jews, the Catholics, or the Muslims, technically, because for one, Christ already told you. He already told you about this dirty ass book. So it's like you ain't supposed to mess with them. The Catholics, you can't. You can't mess with them because they're false, like, doctrine. It's a false doctrine. They're telling you some stuff that's not even real. You can't exercise no demon. Ain't no demon in nobody. You came into stranger's land speaking a foreign language that they didn't comprehend. You didn't comprehend their language. You tied them to torture tests and all that kind of stuff. And you try to claim that they were possessed by demons. No, you're full of shit. You're a fucking liar. The only one that possessed by demons is the motherfucker doing all the demon shit and lying about it. We already know who that is. So, man, Donnie right there with him. Donnie right there with him, bro. Not saying it's gonna be 9/11 all over again, but y'all better seriously pay attention to what's going on. And after all that information I explained to the Indian here, you better wake the fuck up. You can debate people on the internet. Hey, bro, we can see what's going on, and them conscious people all in New York, you motherfuckers better open your eyes to the play. Because y'all out there right next to these motherfuckers. You better open your eyes to the play. Unless you with them dirty bastards. But if you ain't, y'all better open your eyes to this shit. Like I said, resurrect about that lake, man. That lake of wisdom. Y'all rise up, man. It's time. And we in that time too. You know what I'm saying? We still in Jason time. We in the last month of it. We in November, but we still in that Jason time, man. Everybody know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. It's like, I better wisen up. Wisen up. Who they connected? What's been keeping y'all broke? What's been keeping y'all spellcast? And you know that it's true because that's probably what Martin Luther King found out. He probably found out about all the dirty motherfuckers he was helping. And he like, damn, bro, these motherfuckers were involved in the minstrel show, and I'm fucking taking awards for this motherfucker. Margaret Thatcher, somebody trying to abort, murder, feast our existence. Like, bro, this is what you said. Probably broke his heart. Like, yo, I done brought my people into a burning building. So it's like he had to take that shot. It's like, bro, you better off doing it. You can come back on this part of town. And you would have either been shot by them or hung by us. So it is what it is. He went out the way he's supposed to. It's like, yo, you fucked up, you take a hit. But now that I look at this shit more, it's like, man, Martin was fine. I talked a lot of shit. They just gave him white pussy because they knew that's what he would fall for. And it's like they just left him out there to dry and had him do all these dumb deals for him. But to be honest, they set that motherfucker up because I'm positive once he found out that Lou Smallhat was involved in the mystery show, he probably really looked at himself like, bro, no wonder this fucking Jacob Roscoe wanted to help me out. He wanted to get all the clout because once they murked me, nigga, they was going to infiltrate. You've already brought these small hats around your people. So now they the ones like Chess Records. That's a Jew. That's crazy, bro. Why Skyline Records? Chess Records, that white dude is a Jew. Why were these motherfuckers around us, bro? Because they were trying to take our spots. We got this thing in talent. And then they turned around and put on blackface trying to get accepted by white people. But you gonna call them your friend and let them speak for you, man? That's a villain. That's a viper. That's a viper in your house and around y'all. And you can see what it is. You can see what it is. Barack told you to vote for that white woman. I know Sears is a foreigner too, but damn, she had a brain. I heard her talk. She made sense. No. How the fuck you gonna tell me I'm sexist because I don't want to vote for Kamala and I don't want to stand up for black women, and then you turn around and tell me to vote for the white girl? You can't make this shit up. It ain't about racism. It's about mind control. Remember, there's a fake leader in a throne that they're not supposed to be in. That's the thing. That's why people are mad at Trump. You know who innovates everything. You know who y'all want to imitate. You know they burnt down all my structures to take all my class away, all my fly away. You know who did it. You know who did it. You know who did all the music beat. You know who they steal all these stories from. What the hell white boy know about pain in America? I'm talking about. The fuck does he know about drama? What? He can't claim all that stuff. No. He's getting them stories from the people. That's what he's doing. He more than a minute. And who would have close access to people to make all these stories? Goddamn small hat. I remember it's Spielberg who made that movie about Whoopi Goldberg and he bought her and she was 12 years old. He was growing up. How the fuck would you know, white boy? How you know all this black tragedy and shit that was going on? What's that other bitch ass movie that they made, Beloved? The black woman will whoop her child worse than the slave master. Yeah, I can tell. Remember, she was bashing their brains. That's how old girl got retarded. I'd rather kill my kids. What kind of sucker is you? Nigga, I'd rather ride out, motherfucker. They'd rather watch me slit your throat and get killed than fucking just sit here and murder my baby. The fuck out of here. What kind of twisted thinking is who making these stories up? The black child worse than the black slave. I mean, than the slave master. Who making these stories up? Who's telling you this shit? Y'all ain't met no slave. That's in 1865. Y'all ain't met nobody. Y'all motherfuckers don't come in this bitch until the 1970s, 80s, 90s. Nigga, you ain't met nobody. And the people that you met wasn't there because it ended in 1865. Oh, they still were slaves in the 1960s. Man, I don't give a fuck about that story. That was a dumb black woman who was lost in the boonies somewhere and never had a fucking TV, nigga, and they just raised her up. You can do that to anybody. That's happening to prostitutes right now. Doesn't count as chattel slavery, sucker. Nobody's been around that shit. So how you got these stories? Why is this all about the cracker man and the whips, but you literally only have one photo of people with whips on their back? And that's that dude that was in the military that Will Smith played in the movie at. Bro, you don't have no pictures. If it was everywhere going on, they're sending hangings like fucking postcards. Nigga, there's no way in hell they ain't got these fucking 50 lakh pictures. We only got one. Oh, we have a camera. Clearly, because we have his. Okay, what's the rest? None. None to be found. So weird. Only pictures you can get is that picture in drawing. That's all you get. All the slave boats didn't make it. Motherfucker, they found the blooms. They have literally found the blooms. Nigga, you can't find me nothing on this boat. Nothing. Everything wasn't made out of wood, fool. What about nails? What about anything? Y'all can't find me nothing. A cannonball. You can't find me nothing. Come on. Use your fucking head. Dog. They playing with you. That's why they put that shit on you. That's the first thing they tell you. They don't tell you nothing about your 50,000 pens, nothing about your inventions, nothing about your towns, but they tell you the slave. Nigga, what about after that? Oh, no, it was Jim Crow. Y'all ain't gonna tell me that I made the fucking ironing board. You ain't gonna tell me that I made the fucking Craftmatic, the home security system, the propeller for the steamboat, which became the actual propeller. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. Martin Luther King fucking taking photos and awards from fucking or awards from Rothschild and shit. Just later to find out that these motherfuckers were participants in the minstrel. Oh, there's black people in the minstrel show too. And plus, at the same time, it depends on what area you were in because some motherfuckers didn't have no work. Like that was all they could do. But we ain't talking about them. We ain't talking about them 5 niggas. What the fuck about them? We talking about the white approval. The Jews did it for white approval. So they can get assimilated with the American, right? Yeah. I'm American. Them motherfuckers is Americans. They're not from here. They're fake. Make out all this illusion shit, all this Hollywood, 15 cents, get some popcorn, get that out. Slave that they were studying, stole from the fucking Indians that they were studying. These motherfuckers ain't had no music. We know that fa la 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 shit y'all came over here with that Celtic dumb shit. Y'all did not have that military drum. Where you get that from? Where you get that rider spirit from? Didn't come from you. Y'all ain't even have no fucking drum. It's like, man, beat it. I say all that to say this. It's the connection. And when you peep the connection, I know a lot of y'all gonna hate me for saying this because y'all like either atheists or you just really don't like, you know what I'm saying, Christ. But it's like at the end of the day, bro, it's really out to kill Christians. It's really out to kill the followers of Christ because they know Christ was the G. Christ was the way. He's the only one who told you, yo, there's gonna be a group on earth that say they're of me, but they are not. They're from the synagogue of Satan. Everybody knows real Hebrews back then was a tabernacle, bro. Ain't no fucking synagogue. Ain't nobody doing the synagogue shit but one motherfucking sin to God. Ain't nobody doing the synagogue but one sin to God. It's their group. It's them. And everybody acting brand new to this shit. I'm scared of them. Yeah, of course, you let them warp you up in a spell. You let them make you lust. Little Bootsy and their models and their porn stars and their fucking talk show hosts and their podcasters, you know, and you just lost in the sauce, not even realizing they're sucking your brain dry. But you got a chance to get it right. Yeah, we did the EBT thing, we did the fucking sex war thing. Yeah, it was cute. But now it's back to the dungeon. It's back to the war. It's back to the script with this shit. Like, yo, you see these motherfuckers? Be honest. The only, not even real Jews, the only fucking Jewish motherfuckers I see up there is the ones on the left side of him, you know, in the picture. I mean, you know, in real life, but in the picture, it's on the right of him. Those look like some, you know what I'm saying, the Ashkenazi and shit. These motherfuckers look like two white guys. Like two little white guys. They don't look like they have a smidgen of anything except Anglo-Saxons and shit like that. It's like, the fuck? Remember, man, black and white, racism, they push it all the time. Chessboard, black and white, light and dark. Pilgrim, black and white, light and dark. Judge in court, white and black, light and dark. Even the fucking graduation cap with the white button, white and black. Open your eyes.